You know that feeling when your day goes sideways by 9 a.m. and you spend the next 8 hours digging yourself deeper into a hole of frustration, mistakes, and mounting stress? Yeah, me too. Here's what nobody tells you about those days. They're not actually ruined. Your brain just thinks they are. And here's the kicker. Most people try to power through these moments with willpower, positive thinking, or by chugging their fourth coffee. That's like trying to fix a computer crash by typing harder. What you need isn't more motivation. You need a system reboot. I'm talking about a literal, neurological reset that takes exactly 2 minutes and can completely shift your day's trajectory, not metaphorically, literally. And before you roll your eyes thinking this is some new age breathing nonsense, stick around. Because what I'm about to show you is backed by neuroscience research, has been tested by thousands of people in high-stress jobs, and it works even when you're skeptical about it working. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact protocol, you'll understand why your brain gets stuck in stress loops, and you'll have a 7-day challenge that will turn this into an automatic response whenever life tries to derail you. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about what's actually happening in your brain when your day starts spiraling. You wake up late. Traffic is brutal. You spill coffee on your shirt. Your boss emails you with an urgent project. Your phone dies, and suddenly, you're operating from what psychologists call a threat state. Here's the thing. Your brain doesn't distinguish between a saber-toothed tiger and a passive-aggressive email from Karen in accounting. To your amygdala, your brain's alarm system. Stress is stress is stress. When you're in threat state, 3 things happen that guarantee your day will keep getting worse. First, your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for decision-making, creativity, and rational thinking, goes offline. You literally become less intelligent when you're stressed. That's why you send that snippy email you immediately regret, or why simple tasks suddenly feel impossible. Second, your brain activates what researchers call negativity bias on steroids. You start noticing every single thing that's going wrong, while completely missing anything going right. It's like wearing glasses that only show you problems. Third, you get locked into what I call reactive mode. Instead of responding thoughtfully to situations, you're just bouncing from one stress reaction to another like a pinball. Someone cuts you off in traffic, and you carry that irritation into your next meeting. Your computer crashes, and suddenly you're snapping at your coworkers. This isn't a character flaw. This is basic human neurology. The problem is, most people try to solve this with the wrong tools. They try to think their way out of a neurological state. It's like trying to talk yourself out of being drunk. Your brain is literally operating in a different mode. What you need isn't a mindset shift. You need a state change. All right, here's the actual solution. I call it the 2-minute reset, and it's stupidly simple, which is probably why it works. This isn't meditation. This isn't positive thinking. This is a neurological intervention designed to manually shift your brain out of threat state and back into what researchers call challenge state, where you're alert, focused, and actually capable of handling whatever life throws at you. Here's the exact protocol. Step 1. The pattern interrupt. Takes 15 seconds. Stop whatever you're doing, and I mean completely stop. Put down your phone. Step away from your computer. If you're driving, pull over safely. Say out loud, and yes, out loud, reset protocol activated. I know it sounds ridiculous, but speaking engages different neural pathways than thinking. You're literally interrupting the stress pattern your brain is running. Step 2. The physiological reset takes 45 seconds. Now we're going to manually shift your nervous system from sympathetic activation, fight or flight, to parasympathetic activation, rest and digest. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold it for 4 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. The exhale is longer because that's what activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Do this exactly 3 times. No more, no less. We're not trying to become Zen masters here. We're just changing your neurological state. While you're breathing, consciously relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and soften your facial muscles. Most people carry stress in these areas without realizing it. Step 3. The cognitive reframe takes 30 seconds. Here's where we engage your prefrontal cortex and get your rational brain back online. Ask yourself 3 questions. What's actually happening right now? Not your interpretation, not your fears about what might happen, just the facts. What's one thing that's actually going right today? Your brain in threat state literally cannot see positives. You have to manually point them out. What's the next right action? Not the next 10 things you need to do, just the very next thing. Step 4. The commitment takes 30 seconds. Choose one thing from your answer to question 3 and commit to doing. In the next 15 minutes. Not eventually. Not when you feel like it, in the next 15 minutes. This isn't about productivity. This is about giving your brain evidence that you're back in control, which further reinforces the state change. That's 2 minutes, 4 steps. Stupidly simple. But here's why it works when other techniques fail. Let me break down exactly what's happening in your brain during these 2 minutes, because understanding the why makes you more likely to actually do it when you need it most. The I pattern interrupt. When you stop what you're doing and speak out loud, you're literally interrupting the neural pathway your brain is running. Neuroscientist Dr. Rick Hansen calls this breaking the chain of reactivity. Your brain operates on patterns. Stress pattern looks like this. Trigger, emotional reaction. Physical tension, more stress. Worse decisions, more triggers. It's a loop. The pattern interrupt breaks that loop at the beginning before it can gain momentum. The physiological reset, that specific breathing pattern, 4 in, 4 hold, 6 out, isn't arbitrary. It's based on research from Stanford's Huberman lab on what they call physiological size. When you extend your exhale, you're directly stimulating your vagus nerve, which is like a highway between your brain and your body. Stimulating the vagus nerve sends a direct signal to your brain. Hey, we're safe now. You can turn off the alarm. This isn't placebo effect. This is measurable. Heart rate variability studies show that this breathing pattern literally shifts your nervous system within 90 seconds. The cognitive reframe. Those 3 questions aren't random. They're specifically designed to reactivate your prefrontal cortex, your rational brain, by giving it structured tasks. What's actually happening forces you out of story and into facts. When you're stressed, your brain creates narratives about how terrible everything is. Facts are neutral. Stories are emotional. What's going right directly counteracts negativity bias. Your brain in threat state genuinely cannot see positives without conscious effort. This question forces it to look, what's the next right action? Engages your brain's planning centers, which automatically reduces anxiety. Anxiety is often just your brain spinning without direction. Give it direction, and anxiety decreases. The commitment. This final step is crucial because it moves you from passive to active. Passive states breed more stress. Active states breed confidence and control. When you follow through on your commitment, you're giving your brain biochemical proof that the reset worked. This creates what psychologists call self-efficacy, basically, confidence in your ability to handle challenges. The more you practice this protocol, the stronger these neural pathways become. Eventually, your brain starts defaulting to this pattern instead of the stress spiral. Now let's talk about when and how to actually use this in real life, because knowing a technique is useless if you don't know when to deploy it. The warning. Signs your brain will give you signals that you're entering threat state. Learn to recognize them. Physical, tight shoulders, clenched jaw, shallow breathing, feeling wired. Emotional, irritability, overwhelmed that everything is wrong, feeling. Mental, can't think clearly, making stupid mistakes, catastrophizing behavioral, snapping at people, avoiding tasks, scrolling social media mindlessly. The moment you notice any of these, that's your cue. Don't wait until you're fully melted down. Catch it early. Where to do it? Bathroom stalls work great. Nobody questions why you're in there for 2 minutes. Your car before you go into a meeting. Step outside your office. Find a quiet corner. If you absolutely cannot get privacy, you can do a modified version. The breathing happens internally. You ask the 3 questions silently and you still make the commitment. The resistance, your brain will resist this, especially in the beginning. It'll tell you, this is stupid. I don't have time for this. This won't work for my situation. I should just push through. That resistance is the threat state talking. That's literally your stressed brain trying to stay stressed because it thinks stress is keeping you safe. Do it anyway, especially when you don't want to. Frequency. Some people need this once a day. Some people need it 5 times a day when they're going through intense periods. There's no limit. You cannot overdose on being in a good neurological state. I know entrepreneurs who set reminders to do this every 2 hours. I know parents who do it before walking back into the house after work. I know students who do it before every exam. Find your rhythm. But start with the challenge I'm about to give you. All right, here's your challenge. And I want you to commit to this right now, not after you've thought about it or when you feel motivated later. For the next 7 days, you're going to do the 2-minute reset at the same time every day. Not when you feel stressed, not when you remember. At the exact same time. I recommend either. Right when you wake up, before you check your phone, the moment you get to work, before you open your email, right before lunch, the moment you get home. Pick one. Same time every day for 7 days. Why? The same time instead of waiting for stress. Because we're building a neural pathway. We're training your brain to have this tool available automatically. If you only practice it when you're already melted down, it's like trying to learn to drive during a car crash. During these 7 days, you're also going to track 3 things. How you felt before the reset, 1 to 10 scale. How you felt after the reset, 1-10 scale. One thing you noticed about your day that felt different. Don't overcomplicate the tracking. Just jot it down quickly. Here's what's going to happen. By day 3, you'll start noticing you handle stress better throughout the day.
Even when you're not actively doing the reset, by day 7, people around you will start commenting that you seem calmer or more focused. This isn't because you've become a different person. It's because you've trained your brain to default to a better neurological state. Look, I could spend another hour explaining the research, sharing success stories, or convincing you why this matters, but that would just be me talking and you listening. What you need is experience, not more information. So here's your next right action. Set a timer for 2 minutes right now. Go through the protocol once just to see how it feels. Don't wait until you're stressed. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until you've watched 3 more productivity videos. Do it now. Then pick your time for the 7-day challenge. Put it in your calendar, set a reminder. Make it as automatic as brushing your teeth. Your future self, the one who stays calm when everything goes wrong, who makes clear decisions under pressure, who doesn't carry stress from one situation to the next, is waiting for you on the other side of this practice. The tool is simple. The science is solid. The only variable is whether you'll actually use it. Your worst day doesn't have to stay your worst day. Sometimes all you need is 2 minutes and the willingness to hit reset. Now stop watching and start practicing.